Overflows.
Relationship is sharing bliss, insights into life, love, and light. You can share your happiness only with the friends. Sharing is possible only when two hearts are open to each other, pulsating at the same wavelength. Only in deep trust can you be open to the other. In fear, you are closed. In doubt, you are closed. You are on guard. You are afraid the other may be some kind of danger to you. The other may do some harm. You are not vulnerable when you are in fear. Only with friends you can be vulnerable, open, and available. Then sharing is possible. And sharing is one of the greatest spiritual qualities. What does Master does? He shares his presence. And in that presence, an environment is created around you for you to grow to your full potential. The miracle is that the more you share, your bliss, the more you have it. The more you share, the more it comes to you. The more you share, the more you become aware of an inexhaustible source within yourself. Happiness is great in itself, but to share it makes it immensely rich and multidimensionally rich. If one is miser about one's happiness, he will destroy it. To hold your happiness is to destroy it. To spread it far and wide is to help it to grow more and more. Miserliness is very dangerous as far as bliss is concerned. But with whom will you share if you do not have friends? If you do not know the art of being friendly? If you know the art of being friendly, you can share it with as many people as possible, with as many animals as possible, with as many trees as possible. You can go on sharing every moment of your life because you are always with someone. You can share it with the sun, the moon, and the stars. No distance prevents. You can share your bliss with a friend who is far, far away, thousands of miles away from you, maybe in different time zones. In that moment of sharing, spaces disappear, time also disappears. There is no time gap and no space gap either. You are suddenly together and you can even share with friends who are no longer alive. In deep communion, they become available to you non physically. Friendship is good, it is virtue. Sharing your joy is good, a great virtue. In fact, all other virtues are byproduct of sharing your bliss. Sharing is very foundation, the source. Share your truth, share your meditation, share your love. Share whatsoever inner beauty arises in you, whatsoever inner glow arises in you. Share your inner flame and never be a miser, and you will become richer and richer, and there is no end to that richness. In ordinary world, Sharing will make you poor. If you share your money, you will become poor. You have to be a hoarder. You have to be miserly. In the inner world, just the opposite is the case. Hoard and you will lose. Share and you will have it. In the inner world, a totally different kind of law exists. There you can have your cake and eat it too. And it would be better if you do not eat it alone, if you invite your friends to eat with you. And to have done something good. What does Buddha mean by something good? Buddha always emphasizes that unconscious acts are bad and conscious acts are good. You can do something apparently good, but if you are unconscious, it cannot be good. Your intention is good, but the action and its consequences are going to be bad. Just the other day, someone had asked, I want to quit smoking. What should I do? What do you say about it? Now he is asking a simple question. You can ask the same question to any kind of your so-called religious person, and he will say, stop it immediately. Smoking is bad. But I cannot say it that way. All I can say to you, become more conscious. And if your consciousness changes something in you and smoking disappears, good. Otherwise, please continue to smoke. Adolf Hitler never smoked, but I cannot call him a virtuous man. He was always getting up before the sunrise. In India, it is a must for a saint. Hours before sunrise means God's moment. As if all other moments are devil's moments and just the few moments before the sunrise are God's. Getting up early in the morning before sunrise is thought to be religious. And if you are sleeping late and getting up at 9 or 10, certainly you are a sinner. Adolf Hitler was very religious person from that point of view. If this is what religion is, getting up early and going to bed early, also very early. He was not a smoker and not a drinker. In that sense, Jesus is less religious than Adolf Hitler. He loved drinking, he loved good wine, he loved it so much that once he transformed the whole sea into wine, you know. Now, what kind of religious man is Jesus? He loved eating with friends, inviting friends, and was always in a festive mood. Adolf Hitler used to eat alone. He was like a perfect dog. Dogs eat alone. Even if you are just looking, they will keep their backs towards you, afraid you may snatch away their food or something. Some other dog may come and start barking, and fighting may start. They cannot invite anybody. Dogs don't believe in parties. They are loners, very meditative. They eat alone, and of course, they eat very silently, no conversation. And they eat quick and fast. They don't waste time. Adolf Hitler did the same. He was also afraid of people, just like dogs. It is said He had not a single friend in the whole of Germany. And Buddha says, be friendly. It is sweet to have friends, and he had Adolf had no friends because he was so afraid of people and so suspicious that he could not afford friendship. To be friendly means to be intimate. To be friendly means to be available to the other. To be friendly means to trust the other. He never got married in his whole life. He got married only at the very end, just 3 hours before he committed suicide. When it was absolutely decided that he was going to commit suicide, he called a priest and got married, so that at least in death he can have a companion. The woman had to commit suicide with him also. A strange marriage. Why did he avoid marriage his whole life? For the simple reason that he was not sure whether to allow a woman in the same room in the night when he was asleep. Who knows? She may cut your throat, kill you, or poison you. You may start uttering some secrets in your sleep, and she may hear it. She may open your letters. Women are known to do such things, well known, really. In fact, it is very difficult to get your letters without being read by your woman. She is bound to read it. Adolf Hitler was very afraid to get married. He remained a bachelor, a celibate. Now, what more religious qualities do you need in a saint? No smoking, no drinking, no wife, no friends. He lived a life of a monk. But my feeling is, if he had smoked a little, if he had got drunk once in a while and had fallen into the hands of some woman he loved, somebody, had some friends, played chess, or gambled a little bit, he would have been far more human being, and the world would have been saved from the Second World War. But he became almost stone like. You can do good things, but if you are not conscious, your good things are bound to result into something disastrous. The ordinary humanity is really in a state of stupor. People are asleep. There is no need to be a drunkard. People are already drunk. Naturally, we are not born conscious. We are born unconscious, and then we go on becoming more and more unconscious in life because we are unconscious. We want to be more and more unconscious. It seems to be natural, it fits with us. To be conscious seems to be a very uphill task. Enough for now.